Okay, so this is another one of my flights at home. Um, it was cold out today, so I didn't really feel like going anywhere, so I just walked outside. This video was taken with one of my new neutral density filters, which supposedly gives you a better picture in the strong sunlight. I'm going to try and even it out a little bit in post-production using Adobe Premiere Elements. But anyway, this is a neighborhood flight, and as you can see, we're just going down the street a little bit. I'm also playing with the gimbal, which makes the camera go up and down. Faces down or faces forward. So okay, this flight's going down the street, and I think at this point I kind of take off to parts unknown a little bit. These are the woods in back of the houses. Actually, this flight was pretty short because I just wanted to check out the neutral density filter. I wasn't really trying for anything super adventurous. And I'm also playing around with manually flying it. Oh, look. There's a couple of birds, a couple of hawks flying through the middle of the picture there. That's interesting. Don't want to run into those guys. So as you can see here, I'm going up, and I got a signal from the controller that told me I had reached the maximum altitude allowed, which is 120 meters, which is preset. You can set it for higher, but I don't want to go too much higher than that because then you're into violating the FAA regulations, which state you should really only fly at under 400 feet. So at this point, I actually lost sight of the drone, which I'm really not supposed to do. So I decided I better bring it home, which I'm doing right now. And it was pretty much at 120 meters right here, which is, I don't know what, about almost 400 feet, maybe a little bit less. And so now the drone is responding to my go home by landing itself. But I took over landing it at about 50 meters. Because on windy days I've come not to trust the automatic landing feature. It lands kind of rough. And it was a little breezy today, so I decided I better take over manual control and just bring it down real easily, let it float in front of me for a couple minutes. I was also playing around with controlling it. This thing is so stable that you can bring it down right in front of your face and not really be afraid of it hitting you. It's really stable in the wind. Plus, it's locked onto GPS coordinates and stuff. It'll land right where it took off, like within inches of where it took off. It's amazing. Well, right here, I'm playing around with it. I'm fooling with the gimbal and bringing it down, and there you can see my beautiful face. And so I'm bringing it down manually. Just looking at the thing and working the sticks on the controller. And I think I stopped it here for a second. Played around with the gimbal a little bit. And brought it just a little bit closer to me. And I'm going to set it down, and there you have it. Cleared to land. And walk over and pick it up, forgetting to shut off the camera. And boy, that color is nice when it's on the ground. Okay, that's it.